Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. The Apache is ready for battle. The early access features for the AH64D are looking good. The Mosquito is buzzing around the corner, soon to be released. And we check out a project that can change the ambience of our favorite combat simulator. This and more on How I Play. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti and today we are going to talk about all the latest news in DCS world. Because today, it's a special day. We got the Apache Longbow teaser showing off the external model and cockpit of the AH64D coming this year. I linked it in the video description so you can check it out in all of its glory. Keep an eye for that gun rack on the left side. Good stuff. The world of rotors is getting bigger in DCS world. So the Apache Longbow is progressing very well, it seems. The external model is nearing completion. If you ask me, I think it's already done. Just before the teaser, we already got a few details with more screenshots and remarks released by ED. We got to check out the 30mm automatic gun and the deadly Hellfire missiles. They mentioned the CMWS, the Common Missile Warning System positioned on the wingtips. These are sensors that can passively detect surface-to-air and air-to-air missile launches using in-band ultraviolet detectors. It can then manually or automatically engage the chaff and flare dispensers as part of the Aircraft Survivability Equipment, or ASE. Also, work is being done on the external stores and pylons that can articulate to provide launcher elevation. When landing, the pylons automatically translate to ground stow mode, so that they are parallel with the level terrain. We also learned that several skins will be provided for the US Army and several other countries. Now let's talk on what we could get with the Apache during the early access period. They mentioned that functionality of the fire control radar that sits on the top of the main rotor will be available during early access. Then, apart from the obvious aircraft systems like the power plant, fuel system, hydraulic and pressure, electrical and so on, we will get working avionics like the nav system with embedded global positioning, inertial navigation system and the Doppler radar velocity sensor. Now we know that the AH64 is capable of adapting to several roles within the context of close air support tasking, and in addition to its 30mm M230 single-barrel autocannon, it can carry external stores and weapons on its top wing pylons. With a sighting system, we will get the integrated helmet and display sight system, also known as IHATS. Yeah, I know, you had an IHATS as well! The modernized pilot night vision sensor and a target acquisition designation sight, plus the night vision goggles, because Batman. For the armament systems, we already mentioned the automatic 30mm M230E1 gun that goes boom boom in order to scare the baddies away. Then the rocket management subsystem and the Hellfire missiles to make sure that the baddies don't exist anymore. And for the defense system, we will get one chaff and two flare dispensers, the ASE page that translates to Airborne Survivability Equipment, the Common Missile Warning System, and the RWR. Now I can already hear you saying, yes Andre, but when we would get it? Well, dear friends, I have no clue whatsoever. We are in September, we can only follow the news, we got already the teaser, expect a pre-order at first, and then, if we are lucky, an early access not too far, just like the Mosquito. And speaking of the Mosquito, well, it seems that it won't take too long and we will have our hands on it around 15th of September. This information is based on the date available on Steam, but keep in mind that it can change as we know very well that Steam requires a date for any content available for pre-order. Many times it happens that the date changes just before all of us got super hyped about it. Also, the DLC will be first available using the open beta for DCS World. So what do we know? Well, we already got the startup procedure. For the Spitfire users, it won't be anything unusual. From starting one Merlin engine, you need to start two. That's it. I'm kidding, but about the startup. We got a really juicy post by ED on their page explaining some things about the procedure, like getting to check out the engine controls, being placed behind the pilot seats and so on, and they go through the entire startup process, and that's really cool. I'll link it in the video description down below for those of you who missed it. Now we also got more screenshots, and just 1 hour ago ED posted that the Mosquito will feature the new World War II damage model at the early access launch. We will get visual impacts on the airframe and the subsequent effects to the flight model. all in all, we are very excited and looking forward in trying the Mosquito. Didn't decide yet if we buy it, it's a matter of finance at the moment, so we will see. ED has a special discount. If you pre-order the Mosquito, you will get a 30% discount on the channel map. They decided to pair the two models, celebrating the map getting closer to its final state. This offer is available until 9th of September and it's also available on Steam. DCS looks and feels great with a recent 2.7 update. The clouds, the new sounds for certain modules, all in all, the entire environment gives us an immersive feel every time we get in the sim. But what would you say if I told you that we can get more? Think about these three words: wind, water, and ambience. With more than 2 years in the making, Core by Echo19 aims to enrich the DCS world environment by replacing core games audio with new high-quality samples. Including most Flaming Cliffs 3 aircrafts, the Core audio expansion will feature audio enhancements and changes to the Mirage M2000, the AVA-B Harrier and MiG-21, as well as sound effects like wind, water, explosions and more. They released a special teaser for all of this. As it comes with music in the background, I cannot show it here, but I linked it in the video description for you guys. They say they weren't able to include all the features in the brief teaser. They hope that it will get us excited for things to come, and of course that everything in the video is work in progress. They also have a Discord where we can share feedback, meet the teams and more. Make sure you check it out. As I was editing our episode today, getting ready to post it online, Hitblur just released a weekend sale on their F14 Tomcat. With a 25% off over this weekend until the 6th of September, well, I checked out the ED store and the sale is online. Nothing yet on Steam, but I will continue to check it out. Thank you, Hitblur. Now, back to the show. The well-known Operation Blue Flag event is scheduled for this month and across multiple areas including World War II, Cold War and Modern. For those of you interested, this is a 24/7 multiplayer event with persistent operations, team versus team that focus on teamwork to achieve victory throughout domination and capture of objectives. More information in the video description. And that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. We have a new series that will air very soon called DCS Add-on Spotlight. Our Rotor Hip Championship is continuing, as well as our startup tutorial series. If you find our video informative, leave us a like, as it helps the YouTube algorithm recommend our videos to new users, and subscribe in order to be in touch with all the latest information from your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.